Is 32-year-old Stephen Lalonde. Fire officials say he was in serious condition when he was taken to the hospital, but he died only a few hours later. As you heard, scuba diving during this month isn't that rare in Wisconsin.
However, it could still be dangerous. Our Brett Bagansky talked to a man who knows the lake quite well, and he's live in our newsroom tonight with the latest.
Tammy, good evening. One expert tells me only the most elite divers go into the lake when there's a sheet of ice covering the water. He said the margin for error is slim, and when diving in January, you have to expect many things to go wrong.
It's a very rare occurrence, and that's why we all feel like part of a family when that type of thing happens.
For more than 30 years, John Shooter has been training scuba divers at all levels.
The water is normally clearer than it would be in the summer because the ice does layer the top.
Shooter describing conditions at Nagawicca Lake during the month of January, a place he considers mountainous.
They could have been in an area where it was only 15 feet, and that whole area could be 15 feet, and then you get over where it cliffs off to 80 or 90 feet.
He said 32-year-old Stephen Lalonde and the rest of the divers were probably wearing dry suits, custom for temperatures around freezing.
That is a group that's at the top part of the pyramid.
Investigators say Lalonde and others were well-trained divers, but Shooter says diving in the month of January in Wisconsin, even the most elite divers have to expect a number of things to go wrong.
It's not if the equipment's going to have a problem, it's just when. You know, it is being tested to the nth degree.
Investigators say Lalonde became unhooked from a rope that connects divers, and initial indications point to a possible equipment issue. And in cases of distress, you cannot swim straight up to the top. You have to come back where you came in.
With ice diving, that is taken away from you, where you have to go back to the hole.
And during these months, Shooter says divers go on a buddy system. They're all tethered together. They have backups for their equipment, and you have multiple spotters on the surface. And now, while all details have not been released, it's a tragic case, but he says divers will definitely learn from this. Live in the newsroom, Brett Bagansky, Fox 6 News.
Brett, I mean, it is interesting. It's a tragedy, of course, but I didn't even realize people did scuba diving when it was this
That's
cold.
one of the things we keep saying, that it's rare to go under the ice, but really it's not rare. But it is. The most elite divers, this is their time to really dive, because as he was saying, the water is clear and this is just their custom. But at the very low level, you have people scuba diving, on vacation. But this time of year, this is where only the most elite divers go in the water.
Yeah, it's just very sad. All right, thank you, Brett.
Mesquite